damn it, Gary, I can't believe you forgot to buy the beer. How am I going to do podcast without my Modelo's Chelada? It's my signature drink. Hello. It's my signature drink, and you forgot it. You screwed it up. All you had to do today was go to the freaking gas station, Gary. I am sick and tired of your... Ah! Ah!
Broadcasting live from Stubbs' haunted attic, this is the Retro Handhelds podcast, featuring your host Rob the Retro Tech Dad, Stubbs the Retro Tech Mommy, Damien Wright, Zoo, and our special guest JtotheBell, developer of Fake 08. So sit back, relax, crack open a cold Game Boy, and let's get this aging gamer party started.
What's going on, everybody? This is Stubbs here from Retro Handhelds, joined today by my friends Zoo, Rob, and Damien Wright. Damien, it's been a while, man. Good to see you. And we also have our guest today, JtotheBell, the Fake 08 dev. Sir, your Retro Handheld collection is looking mighty fine, although I miss your fancy chair.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, the fancy chair, it's just not cutting it tonight. I had to get the more comfy one.
Totally understandable. I'll forgive you in time, although I see you have a orange V90, so we're gonna have to talk about that later. It's fine. Not right now. Not right now.
Okay.
Not right now. We gotta save it. Okay. I like the pocket on your shirt. I feel like you could put different handhelds in there. Does it fit?
Us up a bit.
236.
Yes. Oh, dad
like
pockets.
that.
We gotta have dad
this
pockets as a topic.
I guess.
I don't have any dad pockets.
I don't
It's
either.
ridiculous. This is stupid.
Damien's just shaking his head because he's like, I just fanny pack it.
Yeah, it's always in the fanny pack.
That fanny pack is the stuff
a
of
hit.
magic. Yes.
There's like 4 million views on that fanny pack.
Yes. Almost. It's at least like 3.5 million views on Damien's fanny pack. I don't know how that happened or why. But J-Lash, they're just called pockets? No. They're dad pockets.
Dad
100%
pockets.
dad pockets.
I fully endorse.
They're men's pockets. Not a dad. Don't need pockets. See?
Uh-huh.
No
Yeah.
Pulse XBL knows what's up. All right, everyone. So, also, hey, Scott. Yeah, I changed my name to Sbuts. Reverse Stubbs on Discord. Some shenanigans happened. Don't ask questions about that now. We're here again. I was on vacation for like 3 weeks. I'm back. Zoo, can we just clear the air here? Did you or did you not have me captured and held up in the bunker?
No, you were with your family in the woods of the Pacific Northwest.
I was
and
in
you were
fine health.
fine health.
I was in
You were
fine
in
health.
Fine health.
Well, after I came back from my vacation, I did take control of the Discord again back from Zoo, who was the supreme overlord for a number of weeks. Now, some slight changes happened in the community while I was gone. There were some incidents. There were some cover-ups. But all in all, I would say PR-wise... Oh, okay. Sorry. I won't talk about that. Anyways, how you guys doing? Yeah, you good?
It's good. It's been so long. I miss you guys. It's been
Miss
a
you
while.
too.
Yeah.
I
How
did.
was your vacation though?
It's fun. Hung out Eastern Oregon. Got out in the woods. Went on some bike rides, some soul searches. I played a lot of Baldur's Gate 3 on my Steam Deck.
How's it run on the Steam Deck?
Not good. 24 FPS. Yeah.
Cinematic. That's cinematic FPS.
Cinematic. Yes. It not good. I'm excited to try Baldur's Gate 3 on my Ally, actually, which it seems to run at a solid 30 on there. So I'm happy with that. Well, enough with all this shenanigans. Should we talk about the latest, greatest in the handheld scene, the news?
Yes, let's.
Okay.
Thanks, JtotheBell. Well, as you all know, the Pocket Air is being backed right now, there's still early bird options available. People are sleeping on this handheld, and I don't understand why. Let me look at this. It has a Dimensity D1200 chip. It has an OLED AM OLED screen, 7350 milliamp hour battery. It has the tried and true Air, the Ayaneo build quality from their Air, but without silly windows draining all the battery. This is like the perfect handheld to me. I backed it day one.
Same.
Same.
I got the early bird.
Yeah. Okay, so we're in agreement. I was getting some kerfuffles around this. They were like, "No, we don't need this. Nobody needs this."
I mean, for $279, no tax, shipped, I'm like, that's not bad, you know.
Why is it only at $98,000 already?
It's the Odin 2. It's that's that's what it is. Everyone's just
people are waiting for but the Odin 2.
Yeah.
People have to understand that's not happening this year.
Don't-
I'm sure it's going to be early next year.
They say December. I mean,
That's what I know that, but I
know.
don't know.
The
I don't know.
actually ships in a relatively timely manner.
yeah, this should be shipping this month. So, and I believe they believe it. They will actually ship it this month. You know.
Now, Savant says bad value compared to the Odin 2. See, they're selling this at a loss, actually. And I'm not usually a big proponent of Ayaneo devices. Mainly because they run Windows, but this thing excites me. Has the hull triggers, the hull joysticks, and but the price. Do you see the price they're selling it for, Rob? It's freaking.
Let me scroll down.
Starting at $279 for that early bird. If you
the early bird, they sold that already. I think it was limited to only 100 units for that.
20 bucks more, and only 4 people are backing it. It just blows my mind that we're not seeing bigger numbers here.
This
I
sounds like the curse of the D1200.
Now, Damien, you owned an XP Plus from GPD, which had the D1200. What was your experience with this chipset?
Well, similar launch. There was a couple people that were really interested in it, and they didn't sell very many of them. Performance was fine. Like the chipset ran. I mean, Rob's got one right in front of him, so he could probably tell you what the updated.
Yep.
Wink, wink. Updated experience.
Yeah,
looked like.
no, there's no update.
Was there no update?
But
GPD doesn't know this product exists, basically.
no, they actively deny that it exists. But I mean, it ran PS2 emulation all right. Like some of the harder stuff, like your Outrun 2006s and stuff, like you got to run that at native. But I mean, like as far as performance from the chipset goes and just the hardware, as far as running games, it's great.
Well, the D1200 is easily going to run up to Nintendo Switch.
Yeah.
GameCube.
The biggest advantage is that
PS2.
for the Odin 2 is that obviously Snapdragon, the drivers are better supported, whereas the Dimensity isn't. But
it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate that the Pocket S, the follow-up to this device, is not going to have that 8 Gen 2 either. So, and this one, once they sell out of this on this Indiegogo, they're not making it again. This is a one and done device.
That's all it is. Yep.
I don't know what it is with chipset and just not selling that well.
It's just people get nervous, I guess, about the Dimensity 1200. I don't get it. The price point's right. So many things are right to me about this.
Well, the interesting thing about it, though, is so it handles pretty much everything you'd want to emulate on there, except for maybe getting more performance out of Switch emulation, which is still very much a work in progress. So the question is, if you're not really interested in Switch emulation, the Pocket Air actually is not a bad value in that sense, because it'll ship now. You can get it, play with it, and it will handle games pretty well. So, and it's not unknown either. We have the XP Plus, so we know kind of what performance is like, and hopefully it'll be a little bit better on the Pocket Air, just if they got the software side down. So we'll have to see.
Yeah, and let's see. This one was saying 104 backers, not 4. Correct. Yeah, so there were 100 of the early bird backers, and then that rolled over now to the 4. But still, I'm just still surprised that even at these prices, the retail look, and you still have 14 left of the early bird.
Yeah,
which
that's crazy.
Full shilling is in our description if you want to pick one of these up.
I mean, to be fair, that model makes no sense to me. I mean, I don't know
that one, I skipped that one. I skipped because why do you need 12 gigs and 512 gigs storage space on the D1200? You don't. It's such an efficient chip. You're good with 6 gigs or 8 gigs for sure.
I would just rather have a 1200 now than an Odin 2 in 4 years or
20
whenever they actually ship it.
24, 2025.
Well, it's the same thing with the Win 600 versus the Loki Zero. The Win 600 came out more than a year ago, and it cost $100 more. So, was that $100 really worth the savings for most people who wanted the Loki Zero? So, it's
Hey,
we
Loki
just
Zero
don't know when
shipping
they're
now.
going to actually ship it. Yeah, but that's the problem. We don't know when the Odin's actually going to really ship.
Right. It's
They
funny.
say one thing, but
I ended up backing the Loki Zero today, finally, because of that price drop that they had. Although it wasn't on the Loki Zero, mind you. But I watched Russ's video, and that I fell for it, and I said, "This is the Win 600, but better." So we're doing this.
Yeah, I'm very close to pulling the trigger on it just because I feel like I should. I mean, I was like the big Win 600 guy, so I think
You are the guy.
It'd be fun to see what the Loki Zero, how it matches up, what it can do. It'll be fun.
Yeah, and people are saying this is very expensive. Yes, the $400 one is not needed.
Yeah,
even though there's 14 left, it's a good deal for what you get. Get the lowest SKU. Get the one with 6 gigs.
Yeah.
128 gigs of storage. That'll do you right. If you look at the specs purely on paper, sure, maybe you're thinking this is expensive, but if you haven't felt the pure quality of Ayaneo's hardware, this thing is taking that, combining it with Android, and I think it's the best of both worlds, and I'm very excited for it.
And the battery life is going to be insane. I think the XP Plus still holds the record for my channel. It hit like over 20 hours with Yoshi's Island. So, and this one's a little bit bigger, which means that it's like you gotta leave this thing running all day and nothing. It's just unbelievable.
Yeah. I don't know, and I don't know if it's the x86 crowd, but a lot of people. I mean, we're seeing it even in the comments too. This is an Aya collectible at best. I don't know, and even Ayaneo themselves, Arthur really isn't pushing this one super hard. He's like, hey, we're going to sell through this and then we're going to drop it.
I feel like this is
whatever.
GPD all over again. Like their bread and butter is the x86 stuff, and I feel like they're kind of just like whatever about the Android. They're doing it because they feel like they have to have it.
Yeah, I guess because they want to be in that space. So I wonder what the Pocket S is going to have, the follow-up to this. It's not going to have an 8 Gen 2. Maybe, what, a 7? A G3X Gen 2?
They actually announced the chipset.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, it's a G3X Gen 2.
So it's the Razer Edge.
What it's in between.
The Razer Edge, but better?
Yeah, it's the second generation of that
Great.
Custom chip that they made.
Now, the design on this one, I'm not so stoked on.
It's interesting. It looks like
That
the whole
D-pad.
front of it looks like a phone.
Oh, that
for
D-pad.
sure.
That's like a Famiclone D-pad, though.
Apparently the D-pad is
looks very cheap.
Okay.
Yeah, they said they were going to be changing the D-pad. I know that much.
John, or JtotheBell, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, that looks suspect.
Yeah.
I mean, but I have liked a couple D-pads that were banned by others. So
Yeah, like RK 2023.
yeah, I like the RK 2023.
Yeah, me too.
Shills.
Bought
and
I
paid
like it
for
too.
by Powkiddy.
I like it too.
But that, I mean, I've never seen a D-pad that skinny. I think it just looks like you would have a hard time going with diagonals, hitting down and aside or up and aside.
Yeah, you come off one angle and you do a nice big scrape for about half a second, then you hit that
Hey,
other one.
Joey. I feel like the D-pad skipped leg day, every day. It's just, I don't know. We'll see. I mean, if it's running Android, I'm still excited for it. I'm just not. I'm a little cautious about this one. I know exactly what that Pocket Air is going to feel like just from owning the Windows version of it before. If that's the case, that thing's going to feel so good in the hands.
Yeah, that
This one
gives me some
is not
CPG
known.
vibes right there.
Yeah, this is definitely
What are
some
they doing?
ZPG. But Damien, look, it comes in all white.
Yeah.
That means you have to buy it.
But that's
so.
the pad, man.
Hey, they're changing it though. They said they're changing it, so we can't hate on it too much. Yeah.
Are we going to ignore
Watch
the
me.
Odroid
Watch
D-pad?
me, Rob.
I guess. Now, someone asked, the Cranky Hermit is asking, Pocket Air versus Razer Edge. That's an interesting thought. So the D1200 versus the, what is the G3X Gen 1?
It's more powerful.
Rob,
The Edge is more powerful. Yeah. But again, it's you get that wide aspect ratio, so it just depends what you're looking for, really.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, that's not Ayaneo's only device. They also launched, or they're about to launch, the campaign for the Flip, and the Kun is already started, which is Rob's personal favorite.
Absolutely.
Actually,
even though I haven't backed it or anything like that,
I kind of do want it.
It's just so hard to. There's so many Windows handhelds. I mean, if I bought every single one of these, I'd be bankrupt, I think. I
know. Like a lot of us are having to start leaning on credit cards a bit to even get these in, because we're not going to get sent for reviews. Many of these.
Does this come in
that packaging is ridiculous. Box? That's what it ships in.
I'll just take the box to review. I don't even need the handheld.
I love that. Yeah, Ayaneo boxes are top notch.
I mean, you know me, I like my thick handhelds. That's
hey Matt,
a thick boy.
Too many handhelds. Yeah, you got the chonk.
I like the kickstand. I didn't realize I had a kickstand. That's nice.
Well, if you want
that thing is half her size. That's ridiculous.
It's true. It's huge. It's huge, but it's not the biggest. And we'll get to the biggest one in a minute or two.
Oh no.
So this is the Kun. It is actively being backed right now, and it's already raised 421,301 backers. That's incredible.
That is actually pretty incredible. I'm pretty surprised by that.
75 watt-hour battery. If I had the extra cash lying around, I would back this, but currently I'm not going to, because I preferenced another device that we'll talk about here in a minute.
What is the cheapest model on this one to back right now?
That's a good question.
So it's $999 for the cheapest one, which actually surprised me quite a bit. I was thinking like $2,000 for this thing, honestly.
It's out of fun money range for me.
And good call, Joey. Definitely smaller tends to be more fun. It's just not a fun handheld to talk about besides the name for me, and the trackpads. The trackpads are really cool. It's awesome seeing another handheld come into the market with trackpads.
I like that.
Besides the Steam Deck. And Talk, he did a video on this, and it seems like a great handheld. It's just the price and the size to me are a little off-putting.
Yeah, I mean, it's a sexier Steam Deck, basically. You know, it's going to have plenty of power under the hood. That 7040U is really good stuff.
Could you imagine pulling this out on the bus or at Starbucks? You know, and there's bigger handhelds. Trust me, there are. But
I think I get less looks with this one versus the other one that we're going to be talking about soon enough.
The unmentionable.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true. And you combine Ally and a Steam Deck for that price. Very, very true. Yeah. Both of which are awesome devices. I've been playing so much on my Ally this week since I got back from vacation. And I've been discovering the love of that device and the hatred for it. It's so crashy. So many driver issues. Joey, what have you talked me into, sir? I need to watch your videos actually and follow a real guide, because I'm doing something wrong. Every game crashes.
Or just get Zoo and myself on stream with you. That seems to work well.
Yeah, and teach me the ways, how to optimize it, how to get the battery to last for longer than an hour and a half. But when it's working, I know. When it's working, I have to say, the face buttons are a pleasure to use. The D-pad actually works pretty damn well. The joysticks feel good. The hardware ergonomics feel good. It doesn't get too hot. The fan curve control is great. It's growing on me. I just need to learn a little bit more. Okay, so not only the Kun, but there's another Windows handheld they're going to release. Yep. The Ayaneo Flip. Yeah. Oh, effortless transition, Rob. We should be a Switch.
I've been practicing. That's what I've been doing for 3 weeks. So just practicing transition game.
The Retro Daddies is our band.
Can we get a Starfade this time?
Yeah, we need the Starfade.
So
Rocket Man wrote this article here on the Flip, and this thing is a clamshell, obviously. My question, though, is putting the joystick up above the D-pad on this, and also what in the hell is going on with that D-pad? What is going on? And the top looks like it looks like diaper wipes.
Well,
It really does. I can't see it now.
You
I
can't not
can't
see
unsee
it.
that
I'm gonna
now.
open that
Oh,
up,
man.
pull out the wipes. It's diaper changing time.
Yeah, looks like a box, like a rectangle.
Right, and it's kind of it's interesting. So this one I'm not so sure on.
I don't understand why companies feel the need to reinvent the D-pad. Just
Well,
leave it alone.
It matches
I mean, somebody
Damien's
looked at an
headphones.
Xbox 360 and said, "That's it. Give me that."
Right. It's very kind of early 2000s almost. As long as the heating's handled well, I mean, this isn't the final render, right? This can't be the final version. This can't be it.
Maybe.
I don't think we have a lot of pictures of it right now.
This cannot be
see if
what
I can pull
Arthur
something up on
is
it, but
saying this is final. This is like an early, maybe.
It's got to be an early
It
prototype.
has to
man.
be.
The keyboard
Okay.
looks
Cramped.
suspect.
It looks
Yeah.
not good at
Kind of.
all.
You know, if you have Gollum hands, maybe it'll work. But if you know, I don't know. I'm just not sure. Their previous render of the Flip, I liked. People were excited
The
for it.
teasers that they had.
Right? Yeah. I don't know. I'm definitely gonna watch with interest.
If you had
If
no
we-
sense of scale, this would seem like a 2003 cell phone.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's just odd.
The angle they've taken this photo at is not doing it very much justice.
No,
I
it
think.
really doesn't.
No.
Here's here I got some other stuff maybe I can show. Let's see. Here's this one. So that's the backside, I guess. Side.
Oh. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
this is
Looks better in black,
nicer.
I think,
It
for
looks like
sure.
a Retroid Flip a bit on the back.
Yeah. I'm trying
I like
to see
that.
if there's anything else worth showing here. Kind of
I
scroll
like
through
and
stuff.
that little orange M. What is that? M2.
Yeah, the programmable one.
Interesting. We'll
Yep,
see.
That's about the only pictures they have, or at least
We'll
the new
see.
ones that they've shown. Oh, here's another one. This is a nice one too. I keep finding good stuff.
So like a fingerprint scanner on there.
Yeah,
Has
right
to
here.
be.
Okay,
that.
there you go.
Or I'm assuming this is probably like the pointer, like what the Win 4 has.
I think so.
Yeah. So the keyboard does look much better in this shot, at least. It looks a little
Yeah.
bit less suspect.
And M. Darif was asking, so what is the best D-pad right now? Oh man, I mean, I'd give it to the Win 600 for D-pad.
Yeah, you
alone.
love that Win 600 D-pad for sure.
Just for
Yeah.
the D-pad. Second
Okay.
favorite is probably the Retroid Pocket 2S, or the Odin. It's the same D-pad. The pivot on this is so nice. It's also on the 3 Plus.
Yeah, most of the
Well-
PSP clones or the Vita clones or whatever they are look really good. It's
Yeah.
the Vita clone ones. I remember the ZPG had a really good D-pad on it because it came directly out of a Vita, right? So-
Right, any of those Vita style ones. I mean, those are just very accurate D-pads. Mini Plus RP3 D-pads. Oh yeah. Yes, the 2S is it's
Same.
as hype as I thought it would be. It is living up to my expectations for it.
I'm
Holy
really
smart.
excited.
I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know.
It's
Yours
stuck
is on
LA
the way.
somewhere.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey. Well, I will say this. Let me just say this here.
We gotta show it off a little bit. You gotta show
Should
it
I
off.
show this? Should I show this?
Oh yeah.
My green boy showed up. Sorry, Zoo. And I'm going to do a live stream part 2 and include the green boy where we'll test high-end emulation and have some fun with that because my camera pooped out on me in the middle of my Retroid live stream. It happened. I have a new camera. And also I have the case with it, so it has the nipple case. It fits really well in there. Not only that, but we could do a button swap. I got the red buttons.
Oh yeah, I remember you did that.
Right. I have the red buttons from the DMG version, so we could put that in there and get a watermelon theme going. Get ourselves a retro stew going. It's going to be gravy.
Do you still have your green 2S or 2 Plus or whatever that was?
No. No, I sold
No?
that.
Oh man, that'd be cool.
It's around.
Side by side.
It's floating around. Yeah, if you're looking for anything we mentioned on video today, will be in our description. If you're tempted, want to look at this stuff, even the Flip, if you want to sign up for that thing. Oh man. So let's take a look at a Windows handheld that's doing clamshells right, in my opinion. This is the GPD Win Mini. This is a 7840U as well as a 7640U handheld, much like you saw in the GPD Win 4 and what you saw in the Win Max 2, but very tiny. So it's a good follow-up device to the GPD Win 2.
Mm-hmm.
Only problem is the Fox reviewed this and showed that it gets way too hot. The shell gets like burning hot, going to burn you hot.
Yeah.
And so you can put these grips on. That's all well and good. You shouldn't need that.
GPD did say that they are working on that. They're working on the installation for the device.
And I saw that too.
Yeah, they're aware of it for sure.
Yeah, and I did back this today. I finally ended up backing it. The cheapest one.
I'm probably going to be backing it as well. This is one I've been really looking forward to for quite some time, honestly.
You know, $700 for a 7640U in this form factor is a pretty cool deal. I skipped out on the grips. I think if you have to put grips in this, why use it at all? That's my take. I might get some like 3D printed grips later on, but I saved the $27.
What is a French introduction?
they do that for every single one of their campaigns. I don't know what that means.
French introduction.
I just thought maybe I was missing out on some random saying. The Utes.
You know how it goes. These guys don't proofread anything they put out there.
Frankly, retro. Yeah. So if you want to back this, it's just going to be retrohandhelds.link/Win Mini, or it's in our description. Click on the link in our description. And it takes you to the Indiegogo, or just go on Indiegogo and type in GPD. It'll come right up. Yeah, I think for the price point, it's pretty neat. The keyboard on it, while small, like the Flip, ergonomics-wise, I think this is a way better layout for a Windows clamshell.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what you guys think.
This is really the sequel that we've been waiting for to the Win 1 and Win 2. So that's
absolutely.
Why I think so many people are excited about it. That's why it's doing so well in the campaign. I mean, let's see these numbers. Like,
yep.
Yeah, I mean, these numbers are insane.
Yep, agreed. And Slister's saying, hey, I'll go with the grips for only $27. Fair.
Yeah, actually, I was going to show the grips. Here they are. Yeah. So it's pretty. It's a cool design. They definitely thought that through. Like, you can choose to add it on. It'll be an integral part of the unit, which is nice.
And this is up now for backers, of course. The grips, the only annoying thing is you do have to screw them in with a screwdriver, and they will just live on there. So you're going to have to unscrew them anytime you want to take it off. To me, that was too inconvenient. I'd rather
basically got to make the choice.
I'd rather do like a TPU, like some TPU 3D printed grip later on.
Yeah.
But it's going to be your usual. And we need some magnets. Magnets.
Or just some kind of like slide and click on thing.
The
best feature.
The portal magnets. How do they work? You guys ever watch that song by Insane Clown Posse?
Mm-hmm.
It's actually like deep. It's actually like a statement, and it kind of moved me to watch that. And I watched a podcast with Insane Clown Posse after, where they talked about the guy, Violent J, talked about the song, and the guy's like, "Why are you talking about magnets?" He's like, "Because I was hanging out with my kid, and they wondered how magnets work, and isn't that beautiful? You know, magnets, how do they work? I don't know, and a lot of other people don't know either." And then it like switched to like a guy explaining scientifically how magnets work. It's top YouTube quality. Anyways, on the GPD,
what other ICP anecdotes do you have, Stubbs? How much Fago have you had this week?
I don't know the band really, except they were a guest on Loveline, a show I used to listen to like when I was a kid. And I remember that they were just crazy on that show, and I was like, I better not listen to their music. That might mess me up. Until Magnet song this last week. So that's kind of the spectrum of my ICP knowledge. They have fans, and they're called like Jigglers or
Juggalos.
Juggalos.
Juggalos, yep.
Yeah, you gotta have the
You're
Midwestern guy
confusing them
correct
with the handheld Jello jigglers.
There's a tremendous amount of Juggalo lore. You don't want to go down that
Bro,
road.
it goes deep. I went to high school with a guy who ended up being one of their like main sound people, and every time I see him like reunions and stuff, yeah, every time I see him, he's always like, "Bro, it's a thing." Like it's a whole nother universe.
I know the name. I'm just being stupid. I'm just having fun. So back on topic. GPD Win Mini is coming to you, and you can watch all the Insane Clown Posse videos you want on this handheld.
I'm just amazed how much is on this page. I keep scrolling and it just keeps going.
A lot of information.
I'm like, when does it end?
All of it runs fast.
Just keeps going. Just like
unreal.
I'm always a proponent. If you're going to get a Windows handheld, get one with a freaking physical keyboard if you can, because it makes the experience so much.
It really does
so much better. I like the Ally, but the software in any Windows handheld without a keyboard, same experience. Moving around is such a clunky experience.
Was that trackpad in the middle?
Yeah.
I mean, it's like 2 miles scrolled up. You don't have to go all the way back up there, but
there you go.
Have they done that before?
Yeah,
that's an interesting idea.
Yeah, they have it on the WinMax too as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does it work well? Anybody know?
Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, it's really solid. I actually really like the WinMax too. It's a nice device. It's good for productivity.
I was considering it, but it's like, man, if you can get the same thing but smaller,
yeah,
kind of cool.
I know Stubbs and I were kind of talking about this earlier. I know they're kind of a minority in the retro emulation community, but if you've got titles from old computers, like your Amigas, your Commodores, or DOS computers and stuff, if you really want to have a kind of one device that handles most stuff, it's kind of a cool thing to have a keyboard just on hand there too.
Yeah. It definitely beats using a touch screen for the keyboard. That's just awful in Windows. I hate it.
It's just not doable.
No, it's so bad.
So, and the Fox did say this is like the best Windows handheld he's used, or the best clamshell handheld. But what's holding him back is the heat issue on the front of the shell. It's okay that the handheld's hot. It's just that it burns to the touch on the top of the case, and that's not great. And so GPD did say, like you were saying, Rob, that they're going to fix it. They're addressing it, and retail units shouldn't have that issue. And that made me feel comfortable enough to back it finally, having the faith that when it comes to market, that will be fixed. If it's not, well, you guys already saw what I said when the KTR one showed up. I have like a mini Stubbs tantrum. I still like the KTR one. Don't get me wrong. It's right here. I have a replacement coming. Unfortunately, the button still sticks. But hey, now we have other things to talk about. Because not only this thing, also the Lenovo Legion Go at Best Buy. That's an easy thing that I want to try out because it's at Best Buy. You can return it if it sucks, if you don't like it. Much like I did with my Ally the first time, because that D-pad was not good at first. This thing's also huge. It's big like the Kun. Don't laugh.
Rob can't
need 144 hertz.
It's another handheld with the Ryzen Z1 Extreme. It's going toe-to-toe with the Ally. It has an 8.8-inch screen, though. But it has magnets.
I'm blown away by the price, actually. It's amazing how competitive this space is getting. This is crazy. It's just unreal. We went from like having nothing to having
I turned it on.
Options.
I know, it's crazy. I mean, and this is going to drive the competition down. This hopefully has Ayaneo bringing their prices down further, because how are they going to sell the Kun when they got the Legion Go here?
This is really
hundreds less.
This like first
what is that?
shooter mode.
First-person shooter mode.
It's like a Wii remote kind of aiming thing
what
going
is
on
happening right there?
Well, it's a mouse. Like there's an optical sensor, I believe.
It's like
on
an
the
air
bottom.
mouse.
Somebody was explaining this to me
Can
today.
you use it as a PowerPoint pointer? And that's like a PowerPoint
why
pointer.
not?
Yes. The idea is to just
Lenovo
move
is
around on
ready.
your table like a mouse.
I mean, we all know that really the
business.
Win600 is the best Windows Microsoft Excel machine for us.
No one ever talks about the usability for Office software on these handhelds. Or
again, Win 600 is the way to go with that. That's what you really want the Win 600.
I just want to say there's a Pimax portal update. I'm just going to update that.
Ooh.
I'm sure they probably didn't fix anything.
Hey, ye of little faith. They have made the Pimax Portal Retro, which we'll talk about in a few minutes.
It sucks because I really like the Pimax Portal a lot.
I know. I keep wanting to love it. I keep coming back to it, hoping.
It's a cool device. It's an interesting design. It's fun.
What's the name where you convince yourself you like something? Florence Nightingale syndrome or something, where the device is holding you hostage.
Yeah.
Denial,
Stockholm syndrome.
Stockholm syndrome. The device
or
is
confirmation
has
bias.
the device abused you?
Confirmation
usually you
bias.
identify with your abuser, so
right. It's because I want to I like it so much because of the magnets and everything else that the face buttons and D-pad. I'm just trying to force myself to enjoy it, and I just can't. And
it's because of the magnets, right? It pinched you.
The magnets are 90% of why I love it. And I told Pimax, their head CEO lady, magnets. You really have good magnets here. We have that live stream on our channel. You can look it up. Anyways, Legion Go is at Best Buy. Links in our description if you want to pre-order. It's not pre-order yet, but you can sign up for info soon.
I mean, look at that. Look how
man. Everyone's just really into that.
Yeah.
Wow, look at that.
Look at this guy.
That guy's in an arcade playing his own.
This guy's supposed to be reading in the library.
Could you imagine how annoyed everyone else would be? This guy's playing Watch Dogs with full volume. I'm trying to study.
Kun versus Legion Go. I say Legion Go for the price, man. Easy.
And the fact that you can walk into a Best Buy and buy it.
It's that return policy. Yeah. You're gonna have.
And it's cheaper. It's $6.99.
It is. I mean, that's the $300 cheaper.
Yep.
You can't beat that corpo space when it comes to just serviceability, return, having somebody you can actually call.
Look at the size of this thing in front of her.
It is huge.
Belongs in the reference section. It's gigantic.
Oh man.
Oh boy. Well, this isn't the only. We have one more Windows handheld to show you today that we're going to talk about.
So many.
We've talked about it before. This is the Guac Boy. The TJD 101 has a promo video out, and we kind of want to go through it. So let's full screen that sucker and take a look. So they are racing their cars. You're going so fast, and.
So have motion controls? It's got to, right?
It must.
Probably.
Yeah.
Most of these seem to.
Yeah.
It's so huge. 10-inch screen.
What's on this guy's face?
I don't know.
That's his.
I saw that.
That's his war paint, man. His friend's like, "Oh, I have a Switch. Well, look at this.
Switch is so sad.
Wow, they're doing size comparisons.
He's so happy. Yes, he says. High five. You. We've done the games. Here he comes. Sits down.
I have one too.
It's a love story here, and they're walking. They're both playing the game. RGB color light effects. Oh, she loves that.
He can't drive. Oh.
Well, now they're playing in bed at night. He's unbuttoned his shirt. This has become.
Well, they're in bed now, so that's the next step.
They're having fun. Hey, so they're playing a whole bunch of games. Concave sticks. I like that.
They're almost Skittle buttons. Just
almost. We got green and red Christmas theme.
Red. It was Christmas theme going on.
Damien, they have your white. They have a white one. That's good.
Honestly, like low key, I'm actually kind of interested in this.
I mean, let's be honest.
Yeah, I am too.
Let's be honest. For the price, I am too. $600 is not bad at all for what you're getting. And the battery on this is what? It's got to be freaking ginormous.
Oh yeah,
giant screen. It looks like the ergonomics might be like for real.
Yeah, 60 watt battery in there.
I'd say it's function over form, except for those dorky LEDs that are under your palms. Like they have served no purpose.
There is no way else to slice this. It is awkward looking. It's dorky looking, but it might be really cool and very comfortable. With a battery that lasts a while.
color.
How big is that?
Green.
The
obviously.
choices they made for the colorway is
Trying to
very
find the other
interesting.
ones on here.
They're at the
Do
top.
they-
He was at
they
the
just-
top.
Very
He was
top.
at the very
No,
top. Yeah,
Their color choices are fine. They nailed it.
They nailed the white one.
Here we go. Here
Yeah,
we go.
exactly.
The only one they did right to me is the white. The avocado.
Yeah,
The green's kind of cool.
The
I think
yellow.
pretty cool.
I
Yeah.
mean,
Yellow
it's
is yellow.
fun. It's fun.
it's so different, you know. I mean,
It's fun.
Caterpillar brand handheld.
It's yes.
Wait, they ditched the Fisher Price one though. That's too bad.
I don't think so.
The blue
I bet
and
you.
whatever. Yeah.
I
Well,
have a
is
picture
that the
of it. Hold
R2D2
on.
These,
one?
yeah,
Oh, no,
these
I
ones are
don't
all
have-
looking like they took away the fun face buttons, but I bet you
They
these
probably
aren't
got
right
the feedback from it. That's why.
because the promo video has the color buttons. So what's up with that?
Oh, the one I
Maybe
want
the
is
guy-
$950. Oof.
The guy took the color from the buttons and put it on his face.
Oh, there it is. Yes, yes.
They should have kept this. The
Yeah.
Nerf toy.
Yeah, it's
color.
ridiculous looking.
I love it.
Oh,
I
it just
love
gets
it
worse
so,
though. Hold on.
So much, so much. So this is made by TJD. They are a
There
new.
you go.
They are a new handheld maker on the scene. Many people thought, you know what? We don't know if this is even real. Like, we don't know if they're actually going to produce. But because they released a promo video now, I do feel more confident. We can see a device being used. They also announced the T80, which is their Android variant, which
Yep.
I'm personally more excited for. That thing looks like it might be cool. But this is coming this year, supposedly. And
Yeah, I believe it because it's the 7040U and the 7640U. So I'm sure they will deliver sometime this year.
yeah, and Quadzilla, yeah, I think maybe the TJD guys do partake. They do partake in some of those.
I love the McDonald's one in the back.
mushrooms.
To be honest,
I
I'm kind of disappointed they got rid of it.
I'd be very disappointed if they get rid of that, but I'm okay having the Guac Boy. I think guacamole
The green
SKU
one
should be a thing more
probably the
often.
one I would go for too. It's just so
Mm.
different.
Yeah. The
Definitely.
Christmas
John,
color.
or JtotheBell, are you getting one of these?
Probably not. No.
right.
I'm a much bigger fan of the mega cheap 2D 16-bit emulation devices.
That's fair. You know what?
I mean,
Can you imagine Pico 8? Your fake 08 software on
the
here?
pixels would be huge.
It'd be so cool.
It would be like a 1 square inch per pixel.
You know, that's all good. That's how we did things in the Atari days. So, anyways, no more Windows handhelds. Android's way cooler, right? We also have a possible leak from Anbernic. Are they already making a new device? Because this leaked on 4chan, coming to us from Pope the Third, and also on Reddit. Thoth33 here says, this is labeled the 405M Pro RGB, a 405 metal with RGB lighting. I don't know what Pro means, but maybe it has more faster in it.
Oh,
And
I
Bernard will
love
do everything
Billy's
but make a
reaction.
plastic version of this.
The white one in the back looks kind of cool, and the purple. I mean, it looks very KTR1-ish.
I agree. Just-
Billy Zard, stop it. Stop it. We don't even know if this is real.
Yeah.
No confirmation yet from Anbernic. I reached out to our rep today. I'm hoping he'll get back with us during this live stream to confirm that this is not real, because I don't want it to be real. I'd rather they make a 405p. Give us a plastic variant. That's it. We don't need RGB lighting.
I think that's much more useful than
Yeah.
this, whatever this is supposed to be.
Yeah. But they also said after the 405V, they're not making more T618s. That was going to be the last one that they were going to make. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's about time.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Just about every form factor exists with that chipset at this point. Especially with the 405V, like
The chunky
we're
boy.
The thick
Big old-
vertical, which is a whole new form factor.
Yeah.
Am I the only one that doesn't have one?
Come on,
Yes.
JtotheBell. Get yourself a thick boy.
Oh.
You got
I have a
some V over there.
351.
There you go.
There you go. That's still a
Basically the same.
classic. Basically the same thing.
I do want to mention one thing about Anbernic and what they're doing with their devices. I'm a big fan of design and like little things that show that like somebody really thought about this. And Anbernic used to be just, like, oh, I mean, they still kind of are sometimes, but the chocolate bar with the buttons on it and the spaces that kind of make sense. But I'm not going to talk about just the ergonomics of this thing having these humps and stuff on the side. But anybody who purchased one, you'll see when this arrives. But there's these little tiny cuts right here that somebody put in there. I don't mean just the whole thing here, but just at the end, there's a secondary little, it's hard to see, little angle cut that they put in there for your finger, because the human finger kind of just curls right there, and it gives you a perfect little spot to hold on to. Somebody took some time and thought about this. Like, that's an attention to detail you don't usually see with these, and it was just like, oh, that's interesting.
It's
like,
the Duke done right, cool. Basically. It's what we needed.
Well, it's like the opposite of the RP3, where they're like, hey, let's put crucial buttons on the side. So when you're bearing down, you just press the home button and cancel your game out.
Exactly. Yes.
Yes. I'm still mad about it.
This just in, I just got a picture of the actual D-pad for the Pocket Air S from Chocho. So I'm sending that to you, Rob, to show on screen. He's like, wait, we can't leave the stream leaving people think that they have the skipping leg day D-pad.
Yeah, I knew for sure that they were going to change it. So
apparently, here's the final D-pad.
Oh, that's much nicer.
Much better.
Really,
that Vita style.
Whoa, yeah, that looks nice.
Okay.
There we go.
So let's revisit this. Other than the Switch stick here,
and now it really is.
Yeah, right? we don't know yet. It's gonna be a lot. It's got to be a lot. It's freaking Ayaneo.
This really is the ZPG Ayaneo, though. Like that's the D-pad to do, though. Like that is nice. That is nice.
Look at that glass front. This thing is gonna be expensive.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, they're calling it the S, so it's gonna be there. It's got to be $500.
That's what
Easy.
I'm thinking too. Yeah.
Thank you, Chocho, for sharing
the only
that.
thing I always worry about with a glass front like that is serviceability, which is gonna probably suck so much on that.
Yeah. Absolutely. Okay, so we have another Android handheld to show you all. This one you might be familiar with. The PlayStation Project Q was renamed officially the PlayStation Portal. Not the Pimax Portal, the PlayStation Portal. And this is a DualSense controller that's been split down the middle, and then Android tablet's been attached inside. The controller doesn't come off, from what I understand. But you can buy this, or you can back this today, right now, and it's shipping in November. So it's just an add-on to your PS5. It doesn't run anything locally, although we're going to see about that. It's
do we know
only
for
supposed
sure?
to stream.
Is it definitely got Android in the back end?
It definitely has Android in the back end.
But we're going to have some fun with it, because that'll be interesting.
I wonder if we can, break in and actually do anything. Well, I say that because, what is it? Nitrix was showing Android running on it. But I mean, take that with a grain of salt. But I mean, if all we're getting here is a portable way to stream our PS5 around the house and outside the house, okay, $200, not bad. Yeah, interesting. It's probably comfortable.
I'm hoping this thing bombs at retail, and I can pick one up cheap after it's jailbroken.
Right after it's jailbroken, we could really have some fun with it, because.
I agree with that. If we break this thing, I'm in for this, because I think it'll be cool.
It'll should be
cool
comfortable.
To mess around with it.
Yeah, the price again, I don't think is too bad. You are going to need to have a PS5 though to make use of it for now. So, a bit more than $200 when you consider the investing in a $300-$400 PS5.
This looks like the thing Batman would hold in Arkham Asylum while he's trying to figure out. Like he pulls out his Batmobile. He's like, I need to unlock this door with this mini game.
It's the return of the boomerang controller from the PS3.
Honestly, if they had Batman flying drones, this is probably what it would look like, but in all black.
Yeah. Yep. I don't know, man.
Billy was saying how it has no processor, and that's what I was thinking. I just thought it was literally just
Literally just a
display,
screen?
essentially, that has some chip in it.
Oh, it has to. It has to have a chip in there. How can it not?
Yeah,
I mean,
if it doesn't, then we're basically
streaming
not having
device.
fun with it.
Pre-orders end of September for Canada. Oh, jeez.
That's okay. No one cares about Canada.
Yeah, Joey. No, Canada's all right. You know what?
Okay.
I had some maple syrup the other day that was really good.
Little US. That's okay.
Really tasty. Rob, we're gonna get canceled, but that's all right. We've had a good run.
Yeah, small audience.
Three seasons, small audience, 3 seasons. We got this. iTunes won't like it, but that's okay. So the PlayStation Portal Remote Player, that's a mouthful. PlayStation Portal Remote Player made by Sony releases in November for $199.99. Playing Twisted Metal and God of War on here might look pretty cool. Kind of funky. Kind of one of those like, but why are you doing this?
Yeah.
We might still buy it, but why are you doing this sort of situations?
The other thing I'm worried about too with this is that Sony has shown that they are not very good at actually doing remote play. Like on Android, I don't even use the official app. I use PS Play because it's a million times better. So
much better.
I'm really curious to see how this is going to turn out, and just even as a streaming device. Yeah.
Nope.
Over Wi-Fi is not that difficult, especially if it's all on the same network.
Izu.
Hopefully, because
Izu.
Yeah, it's crazy how much better PS Play is. Yeah.
All that's old is new again.
Everything old is new again.
I mean, if you use PlayStation 5 a lot at home, I mean, it's the same idea that the Wii U's that, I know it's a joke that we bring it up, but it's really not that weird to think like, oh, I'm in bed, I want to play some PlayStation 5, or the TV's taken, or whatever, right? Like around the house for $200, if you put a lot of FaceTime in front of a PS5,
yeah.
That's so true. I forgot about that. That Sony somehow managed to put something proprietary into this device. They've locked out the wireless audio.
Of course.
That's Sony.
That's an extra. That's an upcharge. That's DLC.
Oh man.
Yeah, if Logitech could just drop the price to $200, they would kill this handheld. Because just remote play your PS5 on your G Cloud. It works pretty well with a third-party app.
Yeah.
So, not with Sony's app. Oh boy. This thing, I'm concerned, but I'm going to probably back it because I'm crazy. Also, the GKD company, the Game Kiddies, they released a new device, or they're showing off a new device. It's called the Pixel. It's little itty bitty. It's much like the, a little bigger than the RG Nano, around the size of a 280V. And there it is, red, black.
Does it have a screen or buttons?
Yeah. I'm looking for a shot of it.
No, it doesn't have a
makes
button.
Noise. Just that little.
You can run your fingernail up against those lines and make it go.
Yeah, you can go exactly like it's a fidget toy. It just goes. I think it has a screen. It might.
Yeah, here we go.
Hey.
Oh wait, no, that's still not a screenshot.
No, it's still not the screen.
Hold on, let's see. Okay, that's still not.
There it is.
Top.
I think
they're purposely doing this.
GKD is trying to.
I think you might be right. I don't think it comes with a screen. I think it's optional.
I've seen pictures of it with the screen.
Yeah, here
this is definitely.
I like how it's.
Yeah, they're being very coy about this. Yeah, they don't want to show the controls. It's probably not finished.
Yeah. So, Retro Fun Tech. This is the GKD Pixel. GKD has a track record of making pretty decent feeling pretty decent devices that have locked down software which ruin the entire experience. The GKD Mini Plus and the Mini Classic.
Their full name on the front there.
Game Kitty right there.
Powkiddy and Game Kitty.
Yeah, Game Kitty. The last two releases were fairly bleh.
Wasn't that the one with the analog sticks that you could
attach on?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I used that one briefly, and it was just not a great experience. From the comfort factor to the bilinear filter that's stuck on, which drives me crazy. It's all blurry. The software is locked down. You can't get custom firmware on it. All you can do is load your ROMs.
The analog thing that you slide on scratched the actual device too. So
yeah.
Just I've never
I think
heard a
even
so
went-
universally panned device. That's the one that, yeah.
Yeah, I know. It was. I mean, Shem, I think, is the hottest take on that too. He goes off.
Poor Shem. He just
I
gets
know.
stuck with these real crap devices.
Well, he's doing the scene a favor by finding these things that some of us might overlook. It's true. It's a perspective that should be there. And I happen to very much agree with him on this device. We don't agree on all things, but this device.
But the Pixel might be different.
The Pixel? Here's the thing. If this software would possibly be unlocked, sir, who's making this device, just open up the software so we can get some custom firmware, or at least turn off bilinear filtering. Probably be a little happier for me. I don't want to back it if I hear that it has that lockdown software again, because my review is going to be pretty negative. I'm going to focus on that, and it's tough to enjoy it. So I'll probably pass on it.
You're assuming the stock software is going to be bad, which is a fair assumption.
Yeah.
Yes. But I want it to be good. I'm hopeful. I just don't think he's going to reinvent the wheel all of a sudden. Oh, the R35S? We can talk about the R35S all day. That is a great handheld. Why haven't I talked about it much yet? Well, really, because it's another 3326 device in 2023, and it's basically the RGB30S, which we've talked to death a bit. And it's just better. It's just a little bit better in every way. So I'll make content on it. And Taki's right with what he said in his video. Like, it is a great handheld for $50. No doubt about that. We have this.
I think he just wants you to change it on the Discord.
That's exactly what that read like to me.
Oh,
Like,
he's literally asking.
Take it out.
Well, you're asking. Hold on. Let me put on my Discord admin hat and take off my live streamer hat. Yes, sir.
I'm sorry, I've just read Billy's comment. That's freaking hilarious.
We'll move it out of other devices and give it its own channel in other devices. I think that's fair. Yes.
There you go.
One of you puts it down, the other one picks it up. Do we have any words on? You know what? That's a great thing. Do we have word on specs? I don't know on the GKD Pixel yet. If anyone has heard anything, bring it up in the live chat. I think all we've seen are the renders and the assumption that it's probably going to be a 3566 device. But the R35S, yeah, it's an RGB30S.
Yeah.
For less money. With a bit better face buttons and D-pad and analogs.
Yeah, but does it come in purple?
No.
Yeah.
No.
This is like a lavender, I guess. Maybe. No.
It does. Ban has that colorway. I got the black transparent one.
The black transparent one is probably the one I would go with. It's nice.
Yeah.
It's good.
Well, we have a link for this one. We need to throw it in the description. But yeah,
$50, that's pretty crazy. That's really
with so many handhelds coming out this year, it's tough to cover all of them. It really is. Like, some you just have to say, okay, I'll do this when I can. And this is one that I've low-key been playing a lot behind the scenes just because it's simple to pick up. It's like the 35XX.
Refuse delays and delays.
Refuse delays.
There's a reason why I left it on that.
There is no delays.
I'm not sure what that means, but sure.
It means just that you won't be disappointed this time.
It's just a well-made, cheap handheld. That's about it. The only thing I have is because it's like the RGB30S, they put the joysticks up top, which make for not much lip to grip onto on the bottom. So you're gonna have to kind of
that's
get used to that.
Gripe with that. I don't really understand the placement all that much, given the power that's on hand here.
It's good for me. It's been fun playing N64 on it. I think it's a good layout for N64, and for a lot of 16-bit. Ape Escape should be good.
Yeah,
you can do your Ape Escape on it. You can do a little bit of Dreamcast. You know the 3326 line. You can put on so many different custom firmwares on it. Yeah. ArcOS it ships with. It comes with the ability to put on unofficial OS if you want. I don't know. Not 351 Droid, I don't think, but there's plenty of options for you. Got to grip that lip. That's right. That's right. There's a lot of news that's happened since vacation.
Yeah, it's insane how much.
This is a marathon of news.
Yeah.
Okay.
Crazy.
Next up is going to be the Phaco 8 highlight device. The Powkiddy RGB30 is shipping. So a lot of people are receiving this right now. This is that 1-to-1 aspect ratio device. Russ just covered it, and it's another home run as far as he's concerned for Powkiddy. I should have mine in a few days. Huh?
I didn't think his video was out yet. I think he just put a teaser post out.
Oh, did he? Well, oh, right, yeah. But he was enjoying it in that teaser post. I think that's what I'm getting at.
He teased that he would like it, yeah.
That he would like it.
Yeah.
Not like Retro, where they're like, you will like it. That's the first thing you're greeted with. So this is a 3566 device with a 1-to-1 aspect ratio, and it kind of looks comfortable. Like, I like how it's so tall. I just wonder what systems besides Pico 8, which is going to look perfect on here, use Phaco 8 made by this man to my right. You could play not GBA or PSP. No. I wouldn't do that.
No, Game Boy Color.
Game Boy Color, Game Boy. There you go.
Neo Geo.
Those are 10x9.
Yeah.
What is it? Wonder Swan. That's 1-to-1. There's some like really
supervision
very close.
Engage.
Was that 1x1? I thought that was just taller than it was wide.
I think it's taller than it's wide.
Yeah.
Like,
but I'm saying it wouldn't be the worst.
Look pretty good on here. Like,
also, I don't think we could do Engage on here because there's no Engage emulator for Linux. I don't believe.
What's our price limit for gifts for family? Under 50, I'd say.
Oh, then the R35S is out. It's $5 over.
Yeah. And well, we can make exceptions.
The data frog.
If every time I want to gift my family or friends or coworkers a handheld to get them into this hobby, I always do the 35XX.
Yeah.
Reconfigured with garlic. Boom. Done. How can you mess that up? And then I show them the select button and how it does the overclocking. And I said, just don't press that button. Because you're going to...
Yeah, I peeked in on Victor Yemeni's stream the other night, and when he had one of these, and he was having trouble getting his Pico 8 game running on it.
What?
I tried to reach out to him to say, hey, can I help? And I never heard back. He probably gets lots of DMs, so
this is
probably got lost.
It's the Pico 8.
If you're watching, Victor, and you're still having trouble getting your Pico 8 game, which looks really cool, I didn't know you were making one. Respond to my DM.
Victor,
please.
Victor, please.
Dan, let's reconcile.
Come on, man. We need Pico 8 working beautifully in this handheld because this is going to be the flagship Pico 8 handheld. I'm thinking
it runs actual Pico 8, so if you really want to get Pico 8, spend the $10-15, or if you might already have it if you got one of those giant itch bundles. If not, it ships with a decent version of Phaco 8 that will play most games.
Nah, it doesn't. Nah. Oh, I don't know. Actually, maybe it does. I'm trying to shill for you, man. You're unshilling yourself right now. But I can respect it. The stock version could be better. I'm sure it has features. I know it has that fun little Splorer thing where you can go out and find other games, which is good. Taco Engage, yeah.
Does it say beans?
I was trying to look for my Engage. I don't know where it went.
Do you guys have beans?
Robert, does that say beans?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
Robert, I guess we're calling you that now. Do you have? is that a Macintosh SE30 behind you?
It's an SE. Yes, it is.
SE. Oh, we could play Pico 8 on there too.
If I aim up, you can see really cool iMac.
EMAC.
Yeah,
iMac.
It's an iMac. Yeah,
iMac.
It's like one of the first generation.
Oh.
I think. Yeah.
Oh, and Wild Lee from Anbernic responded to me about the 405M Pro.
Oh no.
He says he can't see the screenshot that I sent.
They probably blocked it because he's in China.
Hold on. Hold on. How about this? I took a screenshot of the screenshot. I'm gonna send that to
There you go.
You have been unfriended by Wildly.
It's a 405M with RGB called 405M Pro.
Breaking news.
Max's late night idea.
I thought we're all just sitting here as Stubbs DMs.
Yeah.
So we're all like,
in like 5 minutes, he's gonna be like, "Bro, it's a Photoshop. Calm down."
Oh man. Okay. Okay. That's fun.
you're welcome. Thanks, Retro Fun Tech.
I actually really like it on the Retro Pixel Pocket. That's what I use Fake 08 on.
Oh,
What
that's
is that?
right. Another
It's got
one-to-one
that-
aspect
it's got that
ratio
other
device.
one, yep.
Oh, is that the Android no touchscreen Game Boy looking
Yeah,
one?
it's
Okay.
it's just a mess. It's a mess, but the screen is perfect for it.
Man, that's good. Okay, guys. So moving on from this, did you know the V90, which who has the V90 on hand? JtotheBell, yeah.
Where did I put mine?
I don't know.
Nice.
The V90 is getting new OS options. So there's a new version of the MIUI custom firmware called PlumOS. So get ready for more fruit. That's right. The satisfying snap. Look at that customized D-pad.
Yeah, this is a 3D printed D-pad designed by Liquid Divide, I think, in the server.
Oh, what?
It,
Does it feel
it
good?
helps. I mean, it's a little rough around the edges, but it helps significantly with false diagonals. I can actually play Contra on here now, so props to Liquid Divide, who also made the randomizer.
He did make the randomizer,
And-
which
and
maybe
if I'm remembering who sent me this 3D print file wrong, I'm sorry, but I'm pretty sure it was him.
well, we can forgive. Wait, do you have pickles back there? Do you have a jar of pickles back there?
Yeah.
Oh, I
Yes,
reckon
I
that's
do.
Famous Dave's, isn't it? Yep,
Can
I recognize that.
Dude, do you mind doing just a
That's
live
a Devil's Spit
pickle
one.
review for me? Can you just try one? I want to know what that tastes like. Can we just do this
Yeah.
now?
If you want
Right.
to. Yep. Oh, she's got pickles too.
Zoo
He always,
always
Okay.
he always has pickles. Yeah.
Is it
Too
spicy?
sweet. They're a little spicy, but not that
It's
much.
too sweet.
It kicks in late.
They're
They
really
added
good on
sugar?
burgers. I really enjoy them on a burger.
Really? I prefer like
What
a
are you
more
eating, Zoo?
dill.
It's old standby.
Oh, zingers. Yeah, we got that at the Kroger.
So this
Mhm.
probably won't work, but
The Kroger.
if I would have read the ingredients ahead of time, the
does it
number 2
have?
ingredient is high fructose corn syrup. Which
Oh,
Mm.
I.
but
What's
that's how
neat?
sweet they are.
Do they not trust?
No.
No,
No,
no.
zingers, Kroger zingers. That's the way.
Superior product.
Yeah.
Do they not know that their pickles can stand on their own without all the
Also,
additives?
I
German
got this for
salad?
Damien.
German salad.
Damien, what's your favorite pickle?
Other than the homemade ones my mom makes,
Uh-huh.
yeah. What was that brand we were talking about, Zoo? The ones I found at Costco recently.
Grippos?
Grippos? That's
No, that's the chips. What are
Oh,
they?
These aren't my
Grillos.
favorite, but
Grillos.
Grillos.
Grillos. That's
I
it.
got some in my fridge right now. That's good stuff.
Grillos. They're
Those seem good.
refrigerated, whatever.
They're
but
so good.
If
I'm all about that. No
anybody,
extra garbage in there.
if
So
anybody has an issue, they can deal with it.
there we go.
You've been waiting at least an hour to use that.
And this one, we talked about this one extensively in the last podcast or the last live stream.
I forgot about that version.
You and your badonk obsession.
I like them thick. What can I tell you?
it's true. It's good.
I made a better version of that was a lot cleaner, and it's just been thrown away, I think.
It's funnier when it's worse.
I know.
Zingers are zesty.
I need to get my pickles out. I need to go get my pickle. I don't have any pickles right now. I had a pickle with my sandwich yesterday.
It's not family-friendly show. Please, nothing about you pulling your pickles out, please.
After dark.
You guys, no, I'm not. Oh my god. No.
What is that? Is that sauerkraut you eat over there? What is that?
Of course it is. Yes, sauerkraut.
I've never heard it referred to as German salad.
Just want to say
carrots
that
and celery root.
Went to Firehouse Subs yesterday. They had a gluten-free, like Arby's type sandwich that was so good, and it came with the most delicious pickle on the side. It was so good. I forgot about the sandwich. I was lost in the pickle.
Yeah.
I
want to go to one of those places where they get a real big pickle and they take the seeds out and they just put ham and cheese and they
inside the pickle
as the bun.
Pickle sandwich. Yep.
Yes.
A 0-calorie bun. Yeah.
Huzzah!
Yeah.
I've never heard of
RH
this.
road trip.
Word of the day, of course, is Ramage. Download it to your device now. So let's get this podcast back on topic. The retro handhelds are damn name, mind you.
Also,
so V90, it's in our description if you're, or I'll add it to the description. If you're interested in checking out PlumOS, downloading it, get this 3D printed file. I'm going to track that down from our boy over here, and I want to print that myself, add it to my red/orange V90, which I'll be reviewing any day now from Temu. Shop like a billionaire.
Ooh.
I owe them a video.
April.
It's about the V90. She's very upset. Where is the video? She says, "Where is my video?" And I'm like, April, that's not your real name. Don't assume that I can get it done in a timely fashion. I've already promised my time to so many things, including the R35S I need to do. And I've been playing a lot of Starfield, so lay off me.
Oh, yeah.
Firehouse is so good. Oh, you prefer Subway's meatball? Oh, come on. But their sandwich bread tastes like cake. That's the problem. I like their sandwiches put into a salad.
I have no shame. I love Subway. It's delicious.
It feels like April all over again.
Right? She was very upset with me.
No, the month, not the...
Oh, we were sponsored by them.
Not the
Or at least
Temu
we
rep.
wish we were sponsored by them.
By the month of April?
No.
April was sub of the month. Eat fresh.
Do you think she's subscribed to our YouTube channel?
Yeah.
Yes.
April, I can't wait to review the V90. And also, what else is in there? Oh, there's a Miu Mini Plus. Oh, and I ordered magnets. That's right. I ordered a bunch of magnets with the rest of the review unit money. All of Temu's magnets. We're going to compare and contrast to the Pimax portal. I can't wait. So PlumOS is here, and there you go. You can download it and install it, and has some. Why would you do it? Apparently, it has extra features such as being able to fast forward and better. Oh, and Anbernic is messaging me. LOL, probably not real. For some reason, I can't see the photos you sent here, but that doesn't sound right. Okay.
Dun, 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 dun.
Not real.
And then
Sad
tomorrow they
breaking
drop
news.
a promo trailer. I'm going to wake up to a new trailer tomorrow. This is what always happens.
So I don't think the 405M Pro is happening, and that's okay. Oh boy. Well, we've definitely derailed into pickles. What are we at? How long we make it today? We're an hour and 14 minutes in. Please accept them. Also, oh God, subscribe for more.
I just want to say, an hour and 14 minutes in, no one asked about my car crash.
Oh my God, that's right. You crashed your car. Is Gary dead or is he okay?
Did you die?
No, I ran over a vagrant.
Was his name Gary? Did he
No,
live at the...
Gary was in the car. The cops let me go because he was like staggering across the parking lot. They said it technically wasn't my fault, but I didn't show him that I was recording a video, so I just went home. Well, I got Pickles and my Modelo, and then I went home. Car's okay too. It's just dented.
Okay. The little dent. What'd the wife think about that?
Well, she ran into a car in front of her in a car wash last Saturday, so it balanced out.
You both now made a mistake to the car. How's your insurance company feel about this? Do you report it or kind of say, I'm going to write it out?
No, I go home. I get a plunger and dent comes
pop
right
it out of there.
I'm fine, Billy. I'm fine.
Yeah, I didn't get in a car accident this week, but I did have an accident happen inside of my mouth. Unfortunately,
I would probably.
I went to the
that sentence.
Now, calm. Just now, this is a family show. I went to the dentist, and they said your wisdom teeth were removed a long time ago. And I'm like, I know, I remember. And they said there's a hole now that's developed, and you're losing all of your bones back there. You have no bones. There's just an empty gap, and you can't get in there with like a water pick or anything. So you're going to lose your back teeth unless we like bone graft. So they sent me to a periodontist. I went to the periodontist, and I said, all right, how much is it going to run me? And they said, we're going to use lasers and magnets. And I said, oh, you're going to use magnets? Yes. All right, I'm in. Whatever the cost, whatever the price. So it's only like $1,000, and I'm not going to be able to get a TJD or a Kun now, but I will have my hole fixed.
We could do a GoFundMe for a Kun.
Maybe for my teeth. Maybe I'll do a GoFundMe for.
And then buy a Kun with it.
Then what that say, script. Now, my father-in-law had the same thing happen to him, and he's like, you know what? I said, you know what? That's just fake news, and I just let the teeth fall out. Best decision I ever made. Dentistry is a scam. And I said, yep.
That's true.
Yep. And so I presented that argument as well. I said, what if I use this money to get a handheld, just let my teeth fall out, and I can sort of figure it out.
They have you booked for this procedure?
I'm booked on Friday the next.
Okay. So like 2-week turnaround or something like that? That's cool.
Fast.
If,
impressed.
God forbid, something happens, I have control of the server, right?
Of course.
You do. You do have auto rights, and I let the Discord community mods know, the people who run the Discord corporation. I let them know in case anything happens to me, because they actually have server owners do this. Or, who gets the server, and it's, of course, going to Gary. Sorry, Zoo. He has an account.
Yeah, and I have the computer he uses, because he's not allowed to use a computer at the library anymore.
What happened this time?
Oh, no.
He's looking at dirty pictures. Not
like what kind?
Porn. Like, he likes those Tough Mudders. And so
he watches those videos. Yeah.
And he has it turned up really loud. He brings his own speakers in, and the librarian said, "Get out of here."
You guys ever late at night, like, watch YouTube videos that are just like weirdly satisfying, like chiropractor videos, like just seeing people's backs just like crack? I'm like, yeah, now you feel better.
I like those ones where they like build a hut in the middle of the woods with no tools, just like a hatchet and some rope. And it's all
I love that. Lapse. Alone, and naked and alone, naked and afraid.
Well, the guy has clothes on in the YouTube.
Yeah, I always wonder why they need to be naked on those shows. Like, why do they need to be naked? Why can't they just have clothes and be afraid?
It's probably not as good to sell as a show called Afraid.
That's true. Well, you guys know that there's that dude who eats the food. He's like an older man, and he like eats meatballs and different like spaghetti out of a can. And that guy has a YouTube channel. So I mean, why not?
I love that.
And we have a YouTube channel, but we don't review pickles all the time. So people get confused over if we're a pickle channel or a retro handheld channel. It's like kind of like, well, we're kind of a hybrid.
80-20.
Yeah. So anyways, Reset Collection is now coming to a screen near you. You like watching YouTube videos. The Reset Collection dev, Javier Arboleda himself, made his own YouTube video, and it is above my head right now. Let's watch. Wait, we need the audio. Jav, approve our copyright strike when it comes in. Okay, let's turn off the music. It's the video URL is in our description if you want to watch the full thing. But
all things retro. We love retro.
Let's watch this.
We love retro games. We love retro knickknacks and gadgets.
Yeah, we do.
Your friends, your family, they also know about your addiction. I mean, your passion. So they're buying you retro things all of the time. I mean, I have to buy my own socks now because nobody is gifting them to me for Christmas anymore. Just all this retro stuff. And you know what? I love it, and I know you do too. But as much as I love all that other retro stuff, the thing that I love the most are my retro handhelds. Sometimes I just get in there and and if you're like me, you partake in the particular pleasures of picking and personalizing your portfolio platforms and retro video games, which means you like to customize your collection of games using a front end. A front end like Reset Collection.
$5
that we have in common is that our time is limited and we have so much we want to do. We don't have the time or energy to search for images on our desktop computers and then having to connect our device with a USB cord that refuses to go in, or try to battle with an RP2 Plus to get the micro SD card out of the slot compartment made only for the tiny fingers of Navi. Wouldn't it be awesome to have a nice, delightful, and quick way to search for, download, and set new images for your retro games on an Android device, such as the Ayan Odin or Galaxy Z Fold phone, or even an NVIDIA Shield running Android TV, and to be able to do all of this from within your front-end app? Wouldn't you want a feature like that? I know your answer, and so does the Want Some Rye guy.
Want some rye? Of course you do.
All right, so in this video, I'm going to show you how the latest update of Reset Collection lets you search for, download, and set new images for your retro games collection, all from within the Reset Collection app. You're going to love it, and it's going to be a hoot. It's gonna be a hoot. Who says that? By the way, make sure to stick around to the end of the video where I'm going to show you another new feature for Reset Collection. This one's a little bit experimental, but it's gonna allow you to create unique images for your collection, such as these being shown right now. All right, so what do you say we go do this thing and we'll go and have a hoot, like the kids say. I'm sure that's what they say. And I'm going to show you how you can do all of this from within Reset Collection. Let's go. Okay, retro gamers.
Okay, so if we skip ahead to the very end, we get to see Hav dance, and that's really what I wanted to show today. Oh, and Silver Dusk from our Discord made all the Reset Collection music playing right now. Give him a sub, everybody. Give the Reset Collection YouTube channel a sub, because this is top quality content, and he's making more. He says he's going to now become a YouTuber and make like just regular retro videos. I'm like, yes, because I want more of this. This is fun. Reset Collection, the Android front end that is easy to use. And guess what? It happens to be that if you join our Patreon for the $5 tier or above, or the Discord membership for the $5 tier or above, you can get Reset Collection for free. That's right. I'm going to give it to you for free. And Hobbs going to give you a copy for free. Just one copy total, not 2 copies. We're both just feeling that the love to give you it for free. Join up in the links in our description and get yourself an awesome Google Play copy of the Reset Collection front end.
But wait, there's more.
Oh, smash that sub button. We really do appreciate Hav. He's been an awesome part of the scene for a long time. He's also our previous podcast producer and is going to be on our podcast as our guest 2 episodes from now. So we're going to have a whole reset episode.
Will he dance?
Oh, we're going to definitely make him dance. When I saw him do the dance, and I said, dude, we got to have a dance off. Gotta have a dance off.
Is he bringing rye?
Oh, I hope so. It gives me, that was giving me some strong, what's that game that we played, that shmup with the guy with the banjo?
Phalanx?
Phalanx, yeah. Giving me Phalanx
it doesn't
vibes,
actually have a guy with a banjo.
Yeah, best cover art.
Is there a No, unfortunately, it is only on Google Play. However, however, there is more, because guess what? Mr. Hav of Reset Collection has said, if we forge on with PickleOS, that he may give us a one-time unlocked version to just run on there from the startup. So just you turn on your RGB30S. Is that right? It is? No, RGB Max 3 Pro. Max 3 Pro. If that actually comes to fruition, which it's a slim chance because Android without a touchscreen sucks. But also Jealous now fixed the issue with the screen tearing, and so ROS just doesn't have a lot of relevance now. But I'm still going to try to soldier on. And if that happens, Reset Collection. Nobody extract the APK file. That would be upsetting for Hav. Okay, I'm done with the news. You guys want to talk about other stuff? Hey, which of you guys are you guys playing Starfield or Baldur's Gate 3? Who's playing what? Zoo, you're
Starfield.
playing. Yeah, me too, man. Me too. My character has a mustache. So does yours. Yeah. Why don't you have a mustache right now?
Oh, wait a minute.
There you go.
There you
okay. Good. Yeah, no, it's like Bethesda at their best, in my opinion. Yes, it has some early kind of funny clunkiness, but I'm kind of want that out of a Bethesda game now. Like Skyrim, I want the NPCs breaking in hilarious ways. I look for that. If I don't have that, I'm like, oh, what a boring game.
They abruptly walk backwards to you and turn their head, and it's like, what's that, hey. Stubbs? Stubbs. Yes, there is a ship we need you to find. What?
Yeah, and the characters just
of a Bethesda game.
Yeah. It has some strong system requirements. So if you're running it on a PC or your ROG Ally, good luck. It does run
it on here.
You're streaming it?
Game Pass, baby.
Yeah, Game Pass. Just do it on Game Pass. There you go.
Does anybody know if it runs well on a Series S?
Actually, it does. Todd Howard was using it on a Series S. Yeah.
I might give it a try. I haven't yet.
30 FPS or something to use it on console, I think.
30s.
And it's running well on the Ally too. It's pretty decent on the Ally as well.
There's definitely a lot of memes. There's a lot of detractors, but it's basically Fallout 4 and Skyrim in space. All of Bethesda's classic stuff's in there, except now you have like the No Man's Sky element where you can go to different planets. You can build bases, which is really cool. Your robot calls you Captain Nipples. And it's really, for me, it's what I've been looking for in a space game. The only thing I don't like is that, No Man's Sky, you can actually fly your ship from space to the planet with a smooth transition. This is loading screen city. So you're going to be looking at loading screens so often, and that breaks the immersion. So that's my one gripe with it. Baldur's Gate 3 is pretty freaking awesome all the way around. It's just combat is difficult and I suck at it. So I'm still at the very beginning of the game. You get to build the magic school bus. I saw that. I saw somebody built the magic. Somebody also built Thomas the Tank Engine, which reminds me of that Skyrim Thomas the Tank Engine mod.
Yeah.
Or like the Randy Savage mod. Never do it, Slim Jim. The dragon flies over. Yeah. There's a lot of loading screens. So you have to kind of like put that aside to stay immersed in the role-playing experience, because I tell you what, man, there's just a damn good game underneath the hype, underneath everything you've heard about this game. It's just a good game. That's my take on it.
Right on.
And you can play it on your retro handhelds because you can stream the hell out of it to so many of these things. 405B, KTR1, RP2S, Pimax Portal, G Cloud, McNuggy.
Mm-hmm.
If you're like me and you don't stay up to date with the latest, greatest 3D games that need a fancy streaming setup or something, maybe you like faux retro games.
Right. Which is something else. So JtotheBell brought up a topic. He'd like to talk about new games that have that retro style, which is so many of those indie 2D platformers you see on Steam these days, and they are a lot of fun. I mean, like Cathedral.
I've seen people in the Discord talking about Sea of Stars, which is like a throwback RPG.
Yeah, I like the mechanics.
Haven't played it. It probably isn't for me, but it looks really nice.
It's on Game Pass. You can load it up. You have Game Pass, though, don't you?
I do have Game Pass.
Oh,
yeah.
You can do Starfield and Sea of Stars back to back, which might be a good experience.
Yeah.
Any other ones?
I was gonna say my favorite one lately. I have a good handful of them, but there's a game called Cyber Shadow that's like it's still old graphics looking. You know, that's what a faux retro game. I don't know if that's the right word, but
I think
it's kind of like Ninja Gaiden style. Ninja Gaiden. I'm never sure how to pronounce that word.
I think that's right. Gaiden. Oh, it's a yacht club. Oh, it's the devs who made Shovel Knight.
It's a different dev, but it's published by the Shovel Knight people.
Yacht games. Okay.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. I've played this game. Yeah, this one is solid. It's kind of like a run and gun, but you're a ninja.
Yeah.
And it has Castlevania.
Yeah, it's like an action platformer ninja game, 8-bit style, but like widescreen and modern-ish too.
Have they
reasonable
made a
save points?
Right, which is important to have. So, which is why modern faux retro games are more fun in a way.
Yeah.
Is this getting a Pico 8 demake? Do you know? There's so many Pico 8
I
demakes.
haven't heard of one. No.
Okay.
There's probably some other ninja-like games on Pico 8, but I don't think there's specifically a demake for this one.
Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna pull this up real quick.
Door Kickers, I've heard, is good.
Door Kickers is fun. Yeah.
A couple others that came to mind. Are we still looking at Cyber Shadow? I won't plug other games then. Yeah, Cyber Shadow looks so good. Music is so good.
Yeah, I'm just pulling it up here. Yeah, I like that style, and it just... Oh, that looks cool. You can get it on Switch, PS4, Xbox One.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, what was the other one?
The other one I was thinking of, well, there's a few others, but one of them's Panzer Paladin. It's another kind of action platformer that's available on all the platforms. And plug for Portmaster, because with Portmaster, you can play Panzer Paladin on your retro handhelds.
What? Oh, this looks nice. Yeah, I always like the Shovel Knight mechanic where you can hold your sword down and you're hopping over the guys.
Yeah, this is pretty cool because you're like in the mech, but if the mech dies, you still can run. Yeah, you hop out. There's some parts where like only the little person can make it through, and we live in a golden age of all video games, including modern and retro games, and there's just so much good stuff to play. There's no time for it all.
Yeah,
it's true.
There's quite a few across a couple different genres. There's one that recently came out here called Faith: The Unholy Trinity. I don't know if you guys
heard yep,
I've heard of that.
It's a very Atari looking thing, but like it's a lot deeper than that. If you like Japanese horror, like Junji Ito, like
on my wish
World
list.
of Horror came out on Steam not too long ago. And I think they're about to do a Switch port into the other consoles and stuff too. Yeah, this is Faith.
Gary loves you.
It's like, oh yeah.
Yeah, I wish listed this one.
That is really cool. I love it.
It gives me like what's the Another World, like the
there you
style.
go. Yeah,
it kind of reminds me of that, where it's flat but like rotoscoped.
Yeah, this looks pretty solid. It's so funny, man. These are the games that I usually am playing when I pick up my Steam Deck or my Windows handheld. I'm like, I want the battery to last as long as possible. I don't take advantage of all the power I have under the hood. I just play the lowest TDPs and the lowest res games.
Well, it's funny because there's so many great retro-styled games. I mean, really, like tons of options.
Yeah, let me see if I can pull up one that I've really been enjoying. Was it Alwa's Legacy?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a great one.
Awakening.
I think Awakening.
I actually played that one on the Evercade.
Awakening has an 8-bit version that you can actually play. It's an NES ROM. So I played Alwa's Awakening on my V90, start to finish.
Yeah, it's just a really good game. And it's that
style.
Wait,
no, it wasn't V90. It was another one. But yeah, I played the NES ROM. I played it on the 300X. But
that's cool. Another one with awesome mechanics and charming 8-bit adventure. Oh man!
If you get this one, the main version is modern, is widescreen. You have to make sure. I think the 8-bit edition is a DLC.
Cathedral is the other one I'm thinking of. This is my other favorite.
Okay, I haven't heard of this one.
I think the same devs.
It does look nice. I'm a sucker for this look.
Oh. Same.
It's another one where you can hop around with your sword and explore and. Yeah, Cathedral is a lot of fun. I was playing this on my Ally last night.
Yeah, if you're a platformer fan, you're eating good these days.
Yeah, you are. There's so many options. You are never going to run out of games to complete. The Green Wanderer. Anyways, yeah, sorry I cut you off, JtotheBell. You were also saying about
just that
Owl's Legacy.
Owl's Legacy is a sequel. I haven't played that yet, but it looks really good. That looks like more of the same. I don't think this one has an NES ROM, but yeah, this looks
great.
Ooh, it looks some graphical upgrades. Yeah, the fact that if you have an NES ROM, you can play that on literally any handheld.
Mm-hmm. You could play it on the Data Frog.
You could play it on the Data Frog. I still want my Data Frog to have non-screen tearing.
It's fair. But yeah, shout out to a lot of these games on Portmaster that you can get and play on your 3326, 3566, various other Linux devices.
Yep.
It's pretty sweet. I've worked on. I have one port in there called Shipwreck. That's like a Zelda-like game.
And I know where you could play that game too. You could play that on a 351p.
You sure could.
I
do have a 351p.
Do you have a 351p? So you're of the opinion, sir, and you brought this up as a topic you'd like to talk about.
I probably worded this poorly. I will preface this.
Well, you preface it, but you did say that you think that retro handhelds peaked with the RG351P, the 3326 3:2 aspect ratio device from Anbernic.
What I meant to say was the leaps of improvement peaked, and there have been diminishing returns since we got this device. Devices are better since then, but we just gone over how much I love the retro aesthetic and things like that, and this can play all of those actual retro games and some of the faux retro games.
Yep.
It feels so good in the hands.
It does.
The screen is solid, really good for GBA, and it's serviceable for all those 4x3 things as well. I came to this device late. I think one time I was on the podcast, I said my favorite was the V. My favorite 3326 device was the V, because that was the only one I had. And then I picked up this one from Raven Mage in the Discord, and I was like, oh man, I should have had this one the whole time.
Does it have Wi-Fi?
Mine doesn't have Wi-Fi. I don't really miss Wi-Fi.
You don't need it.
So many of my opinions are like, old guy, get off my lawn. Like, I don't miss Wi-Fi on my retro handhelds. I don't miss not being able to play Dreamcast or GameCube. Like, I want to play like 16-bit and below mostly, and they play great on here. Fits in the pocket. It's a great device. Still great device. Nowadays, you might be able to still do a little bit better for the price, I guess.
Right.
But it just we talked so much about like arriving at the one, and I realized like this is kind of it for me. Like everything else is only marginally better. Yeah,
I get it. I mean, we did get one other 3:2 aspect ratio device since then. It's the KTR1, but at a much higher price point.
Yeah, I don't love the 3:2 aspect ratio. That's maybe my least favorite part of the 351.
Really, because that's like the reason to get a 351p. I feel like to have perfect GBA, to play Alien Hominid, and Legend of Zelda's with that particular aspect ratio. But I hear you. But the pixel density is low, and so if you're going to play like PS1 games or something, it starts to look a little funky to me.
I haven't played a PS1 game on here.
So. You haven't played a PS1 game on there? Not even Medal of Honor?
Where did I play? I played Medal of Honor on my Steam Deck, I think.
Oh.
Anyway, that's my hot take, is that we've been eating so good since then that we all just want the next thing, but
sure.
Please accept my shortcomings. Please accept my hot takes and just take me out back and shoot me. I don't know.
Hey, the 351p had a bit of a resurgence.
No, not shoot you.
Temu deals.
Maybe just bury you during a snowstorm.
The 351p is great if you don't have a Game Force Chi.
So
I have one 3x2 experience.
I've never had a Chi, but it seems like one I would like. So I guess here's like the things that I like in a handheld. I like when it's not too heavy, so that rules out metal. I like the D-pad on top.
True. It's a good D-pad.
Yeah, and it's a good D-pad on here too. Compass.
Joysticks feel good.
Joysticks are fine. Here's another. You want another hot take? It's completely unrelated. Sliders are better than switch sticks.
Whoa.
There, I said it.
No. Right, well, it's been nice having you on the show.
Somebody turn off his mic. It's just gonna have to mute his. Okay, there we go. Move him from the stage.
Woof.
That was a lot, man. Woof. I don't know. I guess that was his third and final time on the show.
Man.
Yeah, that was weird. Think about that. Slider is better than joysticks. Now, I'd have to say they could. I mean, on the flip, those flip sliders were kind of fun to play with. They're kind of nice.
They were. I hated them. So much.
What about the digital slider on the RP2 Plus?
That's awful too. Not good either.
Yeah. What about
it's like putting the toilet seat paper back?
What about the PSP? What about the PSP? Sony themselves did a slider.
I lived with it. I didn't love it. I lived with it.
Now, if it pleases the council, can we forgive JtotheBell for his blasphemy and let him back on the show for the remainder?
I will forgive him, but I will not forget.
I won't forget
his heretical viewpoints.
Okay. What do you think? Let him. Okay, the producer says let him in. Okay. Back to the stage. He is.
Thanks, guys.
JtotheBell, welcome back to the show. It's all right.
I will say you slightly misquoted me.
Oh.
You said that I said sliders are better than joysticks, and I did not say that. I like a good joystick. I think that the Switch joysticks are bad, and sliders are a slight step above with that. That's what I said, and I stand by that.
Oh, yeah, Switch joysticks.
Oh,
man, that's like shiniest of two turds moment right there. Like
it is. Yeah, neither of them are great.
Right?
That's one of the reasons why I don't care about 3D games on a handheld, because most of them need a good analog input, and Switch joysticks are bad. And sliders are bad, but in my opinion, slightly less bad.
Right. Well, look at these burger sliders. So these are.
I'm hungry. Why you gotta bring burgers on the show?
Well, I don't know. I'm
hungry. I haven't had dinner.
Have you seen some of these sliders that you can make? These breakfast sliders, these BBQ chicken sliders, some of those chicken parm sliders.
Just
look at that burger slider.
I like the one where you just I think this is it. You just put a 9x13 pan and you put like the King's Hawaiian and you cut the whole sheet of them in half and you put all your stuff and you put the other one on top and you just cook it in the oven. Yeah.
Beef sliders.
Oh yeah. But you do it all in one like lasagna pan.
Oh,
I ate dinner and I'm getting hungry again now.
I want
Can't
sliders
even imagine
tonight.
what Rob's feeling like.
Yes, sorry, Rob, man. Are you gonna make sliders? Look at these Hawaiian rolls.
Stubbs, how slanted do you feel that we don't have a
How you gonna do this?
a White Castle up here? Like we still don't have White Castle.
Oh, we got 2 of them now. I'm pretty excited about that.
There's nothing here.
I've driven a long ways to get White Castle before.
Once in Vegas, that was it.
Yeah.
As I've gotten older, White Castle doesn't agree with me as much anymore.
Yeah, White Castle's okay if you're obliterated. That's about it.
Yeah, like, well, it's it's the novelty for us, right? So.
Sloppy Joe sliders sound good too. So I think those sliders are better than both joysticks and Switch sticks in general. Those sliders,
I'd agree.
Yeah, I'd agree.
I agree with that.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm hungry.
Please
now.
accept my shortcomings.
JtotheBell, I will not accept your shortcomings because you are allowed to have your own opinion, sir. On this show, you're allowed to fight.
United States of America.
United States of America. You're allowed to have
freedom
and say
speech.
And freedom, liberties, justice for everybody. I appreciate you. I respect, and I will die defending your right to have this bad opinion.
Yeah.
So
I hope that's not
respect
necessary.
you for it. But I'll die for your right to say it.
Yeah. Amen. Okay. Now, moving on to our final topic, your version of Adore, Keep, Delete. I'm sure you've heard of this and seen this before. Tell us, which handheld would you adore for one night till the battery runs dry? Which one would you keep for your whole life on a desert island to play? And which one would you delete out of existence?
Before tonight, I was really unsure what I was going to say for Adore.
Well, they got dicks.
But after tonight's show, it's an easy answer. It's the TJD T101.
Smart.
Give me one night with that thing, and I probably would be done with it forever.
EV attached to it.
Yeah, the battery's going to last till 6 in the morning. No problem.
Keep is a tough one.
351p, obviously.
It could be the 351p. It's just solid all around device.
Data frog.
Yeah, let's go. I mean, the other option was Steam Deck, but too many people have said that, and also it's not the best on a desert island. Like if I have like a little solar panel thing or something, charge my device, like it's going to take forever. So, and all the games I want to play, 90% of the games I want to play on this anyway. So let's go 351p.
Fantastic. Now, which one do you want to delete from existence?
I was hoping that I could delete a chipset, the T618.
What? Where's the
entire line?
No, that's me just being inflammatory. Really, again, kind of comes back to like those. So maybe I should delete the Flip, I guess, or really I should probably delete the X18. X18 is I wanted for so long.
Not too many people.
Jay is going to be very happy about that choice. He hates that thing.
The X18S.
Yeah.
Hey, they have the version 3 now, though. I mean, it's fixed a few of the issues.
That's like barely an upgrade.
Yeah, I've given up on clamshell devices now, basically. After
not even the IF Flip.
I'm not going to get an IF Flip.
Not even the Miu Flip.
It looks like a package of wipes. You ruined it for us.
That's just a laptop.
Diapers. Diapers come in, or wipes come in clutch when you have kids. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Everything. Oh, yeah. They clean up the butts. They clean up the faces. They clean up the feet, the hand. Like everything you need is a wipe. You don't even need showers anymore. Cheeto Steve taught me that while he was here.
Wipes are really good. If you spill something on the carpet, they'll just like take out whatever. I have told people that don't have kids, take one of my 85 packs of wipes because I get them at Sam's. Just take this when you leave my house. Put it in your car. You will thank me at some point.
Yeah, it's like the Five Guys peanuts. It's free. You just get it when you show up.
Show up at my house and hang out in my tree fort. You get a pack of baby wipes and go about your day.
You do whatever you want. Yeah, exactly. And you can use it as your shower when you're out camping, when you're out and about. Just you can use it instead of your shower to save plumbing bills. I mean, come on. Now, here are New York Post's 9 best baby wipes of 2023 per experts.
I can't
This is
believe
the
that's
hard-hitting journalism.
I can't believe this is an article.
By Victoria Giardina, there's water wipes.
She's a hack. She's a hack.
I know. There's hot opinions around Victoria. She did write the music for Reset Collection, but now here she is with just different Victoria. Huggies are too corporate for me. I feel like their wipes sort of are an assault a bit when you start using them. It's just too much chemicals. Something like 7th generation, more organic wipes, or like water wipes, which is 99.9% water. Why do I know these facts? Because I have 3 kids. You get so many hello wipes. Look at this. The kid's like, yeah, we're doing this. 1,080 wipes per package. No alcohol or synthetic fragrance, phthalates or parabens. You can buy this on Amazon right now.
I kind of need parabens.
$20. You can get yourself a pack of 4 of these. That's a little expensive for wipes, actually, but these are plant-based.
You're gonna hate how these things prey on parents. Like, no parabens. Like, well, that sounds like a thing that I don't want, so I'm going to buy these wipes because they don't have this thing that I never heard of before.
What is a paraben?
Isn't it just wax?
All that stuff back in the 80s, they put in everything.
And maybe we don't want it. I don't know, but it's just...
Let's look at reviews.
Hey, we're all still here. We're okay-ish.
Use.
Well, uh-oh. They were opened and dried out. That's not what you want.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
I mean,
want them wet. Jesus. Full of tape glue. This is Big Wipe doing it again. Taking control of the industry. Trying to make the little guy. Big baby. Yeah. Anyways, I don't know where I've landed on my final wipe situation. I've tried a lot of different brands, but... mainly, they wipe your kids, and you can wipe yourself with it.
I think Costco or Sam's is probably the way to go. You just get so much. Sam's, I know, has a cucumber, 99% water. It's a cucumber scent. It's very mellow. It's unassuming. It doesn't assume that you want to.
Doesn't
smell.
overstay its welcome.
It doesn't say, "Hey, I know you wanted to smell perfume today." No, you just go, "What is?" Someone cutting cucumbers downstairs, and you just clean up a butt.
That's a really important point from the comments there from Guardian Beardizer.
That is actually
these wipes are for butts, not for handhelds.
And for shirts.
Shirts.
Oh, yeah.
You could use wipes. Yeah, you could use wipes on your handhelds, but I would get a microfiber cloth so you don't streak like he was saying. So a good microfiber cloth will really go a long way. God, I've had this one since 2017. It's still going strong. I just throw it in the wash every 6 months or so, and dude, it's wipe ready. I don't wipe other things. I just wipe the handhelds with this.
Not butts, just screens.
Not your child.
No children wipes. These are top tier. This is like the cloth made in the heavens. This is so soft. This brand is, we actually have an affiliate link for this brand somewhere in our repertoire.
For baby wipes?
Brand is this? No, not baby. Well, we can make it for baby wipes if people really want. No, this is Waka, W-A-K-A brand. This is the best microfiber cloth I have ever found on Amazon. And let me tell you, I've tried a few.
That endorsed by Fozzie the Bear? Waka Waka?
No Waka Waka. No Waka Waka. No Waka Waka here. JtotheBell. Anyway,
you ever find that random no brand or fake Chinese brand like a piece of electronics kind of like these, but you can't find it later even though it was the perfect thing?
It's upsetting. Waka's on Amazon. Okay, you get 30 of these things in a pack. It's $10. And they're top quality. You need a new cloth for every style of handheld because the Windows handhelds have bigger screens and they attract more dust, and I gotta wash them more often than I do my little Android microfiber cloth. So I wash maybe every 6 months, and the Windows ones I gotta wash every 3 months. I have a system for wipes.
I mean, you tuck one into each case, and it stays in that case.
Yes, you do. Just like Damien, you tuck things into cases. When you sell me handhelds, you always include
every handheld needs
Earbuds.
a case.
Earbuds.
Yep, every handheld needs a case, a power brick, a cable, and earbuds. And that case usually has to be gray.
Every handheld gets their
Or
own
some
set of
variation.
earbuds?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're always in the case, ready to go.
They're always ready
there.
to go.
I bought a whole bunch of skull candy, like inked. They don't make this model anymore, but I was buying them for like $4 a pop, and they were like decent quality. So on eBay, so I just bought like 20 of them.
I'm just some sort of plebeian that has to dig through and untangle my one set of earbuds every time.
I have one in every case.
He does. It's true.
Stubbs told me it was weird when I met him. He was like, "This is weird, dude." Like we went out for a drink, and he was like, "I don't know if I guess we're okay."
Yeah, I'm not sure about this. Like I said,
he asked
I
the
respect.
waitress.
I did. Yeah, and there was a gnome on the ceiling. Do you remember that? We were drinking. We were having a drink at the bar.
It was an hour afterward. You looked up and saw that thing.
And like an hour after we're talking, we're sharing handhelds. I think I was showing you maybe a Win 600. I don't know what the hell. And I looked up, and there was a freaking gnome on the ceiling looking down at me. And what did it say? It was like, it had some gnomish advice for me. And I was like, that is deep. And I've had just enough beer right now to appreciate this moment. And we took a picture. We sent it to the Owl chat. We're like, oh.
Stubbs, I got you. Buddy. Much as it creeps me out, Google Images is really cool how you can search for stuff in your photo albums.
So fast. Okay, here we go. Yeah, you found it. Let me pull back up my little screen share there. Howdy doody time. There we go. This was what was above my head that night. Gnome, if you can read this, you're not drunk. That's the deep advice that it had for me.
It's just after all this lore of the Rom gnome and stuff, he looks up after a couple beers an hour in. He looks up. He's like, "Oh my god!"
And I remember, and I added in over the months. I've added in like, oh, it had some deep wisdom, and you're showing me the reality. If you can read this, you're not drunk. I mean, that is deep. That is real.
It should be the server, the server logo at some point.
Wait, how come we never realized that it's not know me? Gnome know me.
I think somebody was drunk.
Because you know me. Because you know me. Gnome what I mean. All right. Anyways, that's all the topics we have for you all tonight. Please do take a look at JtotheBell. He makes the software called Fake08. It can play your Pico 8 games. It's in our description. You can click on it and find his GitHub from there.
You can find the latest version there. It's included in like almost all the custom OSs now that it supports. So slowly but surely, there hasn't been any like major features since last time I was on, but lots of little bug fixes plugging away. Things keep getting better and better. So yeah.
And it's the only way I play my Pico 8 games.
I mean, every other way is just wildly inferior.
Yes.
Obviously.
Yes.
JtotheBell also expert at making GIFs out of these videos.
This very live stream may get a few.
That one's most anybody.
There you go. And now you have.
That's his true talent. That's his true
I don't
talent.
even remember what website I used. Anybody can do that. Just Google like make a GIF from a YouTube video.
You're being too modest.
Oh man, guys, this has been a good one. Everybody out there, thank you for watching. This has been another wild and wacky ride of the latest greatest in the retro handheld scene. And also thank you to our patrons and our subs. We couldn't do any of this shenanigans without you. We need to update this screen for September because it is already September of 2023. What the hell? Where does the time go? Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
Zoo, on the next one, you're probably going to have another ad filmed for another company, right?
Almost certainly.
Almost certainly. We apparently are going to be reviewing a chair soon. So Zoo's going to film his review of a chair.
I don't know how these things happen, but I'll review anything.
It's a gaming chair, I think.
Oh.
It has racing wheels.
This will be the perfect opportunity for Zoo to show off his Steam Deck.
Yes.
Finally.
I'm surprised we haven't seen a video yet with it.
Relax.
I'm excited. I hope it comes in like 1 million pieces, and I can just do like a Zoo angrily assembles video.
I hope those Allen wrenches strip on you, sir.
Just nonstop swearing and censored noises.
Matt,
camera gets knocked over, bloody knuckles.
I'm excited for that. I'm really excited for this. I want a chair. This one hurts my back. Matt HM, you sir make really fancy YouTube videos. I like them. You should come on the show sometime. Let's talk offline. I think that'd be cool. Talk about how you get those fancy videos. I don't know how this works. For chair reviews, you should do fancy chair review videos with those sweet panning shots. That'd be sexy. Stubbs nubs. Yeah, that's right. We do need Stubbs nubs. I still need to get a 3D printer though. Maybe soon.
Just make Ban do it.
Yeah, he made some prototypes with his. He made some prototypes. Stubbs nubs. Now, if you don't know what Stubbs nubs are, just watch our other episodes. You know, they're pain pleasure sticks that you put on your top of your joysticks. They reach your acupressure points in your thumbs, so they inspire your pancreas to be at max capacity.
They might bump switch sticks up over the top of sliders for me.
And that is my goal. Until the next one, thank you guys on my panel here for helping out and hanging out and doing this thing again. We're going to do it again in... when are we doing it again? Let's take a look here.
Let's do it next Friday after you get your dental work.
Right after the dental. I just come on here and I'm like, hey, guys.
Big wad of cotton in your mouth.
Teeth. Aquaclef is our next guest. That's somebody Rob brought onto the show. I've never met Aquaclef, so that'll be my first time talking to that YouTube content creator. I've watched a few of his videos, though. Pretty good stuff. September 22nd is our next show, so that is 2 Fridays from now. So join us again then. And until then, take care of your handhelds. Take care of each other. Zoo, what else do we say?
The horse to ride, horse to eat. Let's quit horsing around and end this video.